So this is a very good sign. This is my top box. I see that there are bees in there. I actually do not use smoke on mine. I feel like it makes mine mad. Mine seem to be worse when I smoke them, so I've only used the smoker once or twice. This is my frame feeder. I'm going to get my frame tool. This is the frame tool. I'm going to open this frame feeder, scooch the bees off a little bit because they're bad about going in there and drowning. Okay. Okay, we're going to open this up. We are going to see if there's anything left in here for one. Also, I use a frame feeder because of where we live. I'm worried about animals getting into my frame feeder or getting into the outside feeders that they have. A lot of the friends that I know that do bees, they have the outside feeders, but they don't have all the wildlife I think that we have where I'm at. As you can see, this was more than 3/4 full. Last Wednesday, it is completely empty, so I only brought a 1/2 gallon for each hive. I will definitely have to get some more food. I'll have to make some more food. It's 1-to-1 sugar water ratio. They had not been eating it the month before, but they are definitely eating it now. So I'm going to put this down. I'm going to put some in there, and I will pull out some frames to show you that. So there's so many bees in here, I'm actually going to take this frame feeder out. And I'm going to have to scrape the bees out of the inside because otherwise they will drown in the process. Made them a little bit mad. Okay. Any of them that are in there though, they will drown automatically. I'm just wiping them out very carefully. These are very resilient, I'm finding out. Okay. Come on. I feel like each one of these is a baby. So I don't want to lose them, but I think that one's done drowned. Okay, so let's quickly add half of this. And you see you will see they're already trying to get in there. This is the hard part about this feeder, I will say that. So we got our frame feeder back in there. We're going to try our best to get the ones out that we can. Try to keep out the other ones. We're going to grab this top. I'm going to have to put you down for a minute. Okay, I am just putting the frame feeder back together as quickly as possible because as you see, the bees like to get in there. Now we're going to look and see if they have started anything on this top box or if they are just visiting and just eating out of this box. They usually start from the inside or towards something. As you can see, they're pretty clear. Doesn't look like they have started in this box at all. Just looking in here, I do not see anything in this one. So I'm gonna pause you and I'll put you down and we're gonna look at the bottom box. Okay, we are in our bottom brood box. I take out the first couple of frames usually because it makes it easier. There's nothing on them, some bees just hanging out. I have to be careful about not putting the bees down or putting the frames down and squashing the bees. I will not take all of these frames out today. Hopefully I can show you the queen without doing that and show you what's going on. Because I'm new at this, I have been taking them out kind of frequently and looking at them. But this box is pretty feisty. It does not like me doing this. You'll see hopefully with the other box. It does not do that. So they've started on this one. They're very active. I'll also try to look to see if there's any kind of pest in here at the same time. I've heard you could see the varroa mites on them if you're very careful and look very closely. Of course, that is not an accurate testing. I will be testing for varroa mites probably the beginning of next month. I did take a bee class from the bee supply company in Texas, and I definitely liked it. As you can see, this is a very filled out frame. It is very heavy, holding this with one hand. You can see a little bit of everything in this. You see that honey is being capped, the brood. If you look very up close, you will see the larva. Very neat. They got a pretty good mixture in this frame. The back side is even better. Okay, I am going to put this back together. I don't want to take any more frames out. Hopefully I can find the queen in the other one pretty easily, and I can show you all the queen in the other one. Okay, here is my second one. As you can see, they're a lot calmer. They're not outside bearding. Please ignore the noise in the background. That's my noise makers for the stuff that wants to eat all of my garden. So same thing with this one. It was more than halfway full. It is now empty too, so I'm gonna fill it up. So this box is really stuck on there. I'm having to use my tool to kind of crack it open, which that's what they're supposed to do. They fill the holes. Same thing with this one. They haven't really started in this box. They're just eating in this box. You'll notice this one's really full also though, and they're just so much calmer than the other beehive. They're the same kind of bees. I got them from the same place. I got them at the same exact time. But most people who have more than one talk about how different each hive is. So they've really been working on this week, because that one only had a little bit on it last week. We'll put this down, see if I can find the queen and show you a picture of her. So this is really cool. If you look closely, you will see this bee with all the pollen on its legs. Let's see if I can find the other one. Came in with legs full of pollen. So I did not easily spot the queen in that one either. I found him last week. I'm not concerned about it. But as you can tell, I am dripping sweat. It's still like 97 degrees out here. So I'm going to get out of this bee suit and we're going to go check on the chickens because apparently my daughter says we have our first egg.